Kuigar. Greetings, I am Tad Larkin, the Lore Master of Manda-LORE, and today I'll be digging through the archives to bring you technical readouts and the history of the Bellator class star Dreadnought. The Bellator class was a smaller class of star Dreadnought, colloquially known as the Super Star Destroyer, used by the Galactic Empire in the years following the Battle of Yavin. At 7,200 meters long, this utter brute was propelled by 14 massive aft-mounted thrusters. As for armament, that information is currently unavailable. However, according to cursory glances at holo images and testimonials from former New Republic pilots, this monster was absolutely bristling with laser cannons and turbo laser emplacements. Information regarding crew requirements, fighter complement, and storage is unavailable to us as well. However, comparing it to the much larger Executor class, which had 280,000 personnel, we can infer that at least 150,000 personnel were required to operate the vessel. No hangar bays are visible on the Bellator. However, that doesn't mean there weren't any. And I think it would be a safe assumption, again based on the Executor class, that the Bellator could quite possibly sport up to 100 TIE Fighter wings, consisting of 6 squadrons of 12 TIE Fighters each. The evolution of the design for the Bellator class dates back to the pre-Clone Wars Mandator and Mandator II class star Dreadnoughts, which were produced in extremely limited numbers by Quad Drive Yards for sector defense during the Clone Wars. Imperial engineers wanted something faster and more powerful than the old Mandators, however, which culminated in the Bellator class star Dreadnought. Bellator started slipping off the dry docks at Quad Drive Yards 3 years after the Battle of Yavin, and performed much of the same role that their Mandator predecessors did, which was sector command and control. After the fateful Battle of Endor in 4 ABY, the victorious Alliance to Restore the Republic, which had formed the New Republic a year later, managed to capture at least one Bellator class during their multiple engagements with Imperial warlords following the Empire's fragmentation. In 10 ABY, the Empire reconsolidated under the rule of the reborn Emperor Palpatine, whose Force essence had found its way to one of his cloned bodies on the deep core world of Biss, and a few Bellator-class dreadnoughts were reported to have been in his fleet. After the New Republic's triumph over the Empire, it is presumed, by me at least, that the remaining Bellator-class star dreadnoughts in the galaxy were either destroyed in combat or found service within the Imperial remnant until they were eventually mothballed. This transmission was suggested by Stakuga the Undying. If you have any suggestions for future transmissions, don't be afraid to drop a comment. In the meantime, keep your comm channels open for future transmissions, and don't forget to subscribe. Tad Larkin, out.